Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's meeting of the Planning and Environment Committee, being held tonight, Tuesday the 4th of August. Usual domestics, meeting is being streamed to the internet. Please, if you wish to speak, as usual, make yourselves known and disable your telephones at this time, please. Thank you. Apologies, please, Richard.
Just one, Councillor David Hingant for approved reasons.
I suggest that we accept that, please. I suppose that we do. Seconded Anna, all in favour of accepting that? Thank you. I have nothing else to say apart from the usual domestics. So. Item 3, declarations of interest. Any notifications of change to members' interests? No, negative, thank you. Then item 4, approval of the notes of the meeting last held on the 7th of July. As usual, everybody's had the chance to see it, digest and take it in. Thank you, Richard. Good notes, as usual, thank you very much. Unless anybody's got anything to say about them, I propose that we accept those as a true, accurate and record. Seconded, please. Marie, all in favour?
I wasn't there, so sorry. I had access under my chair.
That's fine, no problem. That's fine. They are accepted. Thank you. Item 5 is clerk's report. Richard.
Nothing further to report that isn't in the agenda. No big planning matters coming up other than, of course, the meeting 2 weeks.
Indeed. On that subject, I mean, I know that it's a very awkward time in the August, and it's terribly awkward. But I know Paul has been entreating us to be there if we possibly can. And I know people are making arrangements as best they can to be here, but it's bound to be a big and significant meeting, and we do need to be well represented and participate as best we can. Thanks, Richard. Item 6, then, public session for the benefit of the stream. There are no members of the public here present this evening at this time. And item 7, to consider planning applications, of which there are many and various. A fun-packed show, which we better kick into pretty quickly. Richard sneaked 2 in yesterday, and the rotter got a second, even another one in today, which we won't have seen anyway. So we'll get to that one in due course.
In due course.
So starting off with CA 260084, which seeks to fell 1 hazel and to surge 1 Portuguese laurel, all at 53 East Street, Bedford. Now, I encountered system problems with this. I don't know whether Richard may have been delving into it before these system.
I do have the photos down.
Because they were not available yesterday, and I tweaked up planning at auction, which of course in their usual responsive matter have done nothing about it. I looked at it just before I came out, it was exactly the same. Had we not been able to see the photographs, I really don't think we could have proceeded, because there is nothing in the application which states the reasons for wishing to have these surgery or fell. But if Richard's going to say the day, let's have a look.
Well, as best I can, because I do not know my hazel from my Portuguese laurel.
Well, first of all, there was a contradiction. In the application, as far as I read it, they seek to get rid of both. In the application, it says, we'd like to get rid of the laurel, but they do seek to fell the hazel. So I don't know whether they want to get rid of both or not.
No. Well, it's a bit of a sketchy application. That is the location according to the application. Fortunately, I think we know where East Street is.
Yeah.
This is a selection of photos which have no label nor.
Well, I can tell you that's not a hazel.
Well, no, that with the laurel there and the flower there.
Okay.
The self-seeded laurel.
Yeah, it's just the other angle, isn't it?
Yeah. Again.
That's amazing.
And it will spread, it is very invasive.
Hazel is a
Yeah. Well, they both are, but that's the hazel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's root ball next to the wall.
Okay, well, let's deal with these. Let's deal with these separately.
Probably damaging the
Hang on,
wall.
which one do we think this is the?
That's the laurel.
That's the laurel. So we've got laurel, Laurel.
Okay, let's deal with this one first. Now, if it said the application says that they wish surgery to this, fine. Did anybody else read in the application an inference that they wish to get rid of it?
I didn't notice that when I couldn't see pictures.
No, you did.
Okay, nothing on this.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
I didn't feel like it was conclusive.
Well, no, it wasn't. Okay, I mean, okay, it's got completely out of hand. There's no reason to take it away. It's not encroaching on a building. It's not undermining anything. It's on it's, you know, it just needs to be cut back into manageable size, surely. Yes?
Yes.
So we would have no objection to them surgering that back to a manageable size, but we would object to it being removed. There don't really seem any reason for it to be removed. And also, you could say something is right while we're talking about it.
Do you think it could be damaging the wall?
There isn't a wall, it's a fence and a sleeper.
Yeah, it's no.
Oh, it's a sleep, yes.
So that would be my conclusion on that one, if anybody has anything contrary to say.
And it doesn't look like it's overbearing on the other side to the neighbour or causing them any problems. So,
Right. Okay, let's hold that one then, and let's go back to the tree, which is a different story altogether. They're saying this is undermining simple foundations or whatever this is.
Well, it's very old, isn't
It is. If that be the case, and it's in use, it's got quite a modern electrical output attached to whatever that is. What do you think?
it? Just opposite, yeah.
You reckon not removed?
Just opposite, yeah. That's what Hazel.
Well, they seek to fell it.
They're opposite, they've got a year's supply of.
What they're saying,
assistance.
yeah. I mean, I think the basis of their reason to fell was that it was undermining the foundation, and I assume it's of that building, whatever that is.
And it will, because it will run and it will spread.
It's going meters underneath that building.
Yeah.
It's probably already there now.
You can't, I'm trying to see if you can see any cracking in that brickwork. It's hard to tell.
Mm.
You can't really, it's just coloration, discoloration, isn't it?
It's the wrong place for that tree.
Yeah.
It's probably self-seeded.
Okay, so the application is to fell that and to surge the other one. Are we content for them to do just that?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. I propose that we do not object. Seconded, please. Kate, and making it very specific that they only do what they wish to do: fell the hazel and contain the laurel. It should not be removed. Okay. All in favour of that? That's unanimous. Great. So DC 260858 seeks the conversion of a carport to the rear of the property to form a seating area retrospective. Boom, boom. At 35 High Street, Billingshurst. Okay, conversion of a carport to the rear of the property to form a seating area, and it is a retrospective at 35 High Street. That is the location to start. Doesn't look on the screen. Just there in the 17th.
The fact
It's
it's
bit-
retrospective.
It's a little bean
Yeah.
Yeah.
area at the back
Ah,
of the
It is,
bean.
yeah, it is. Should have, well, it didn't say that, but it is that.
It is, yeah.
It's more a pagoda, really, isn't it?
It is,
Mm.
It's
yeah.
what?
A pagoda.
Yeah, well, is it? I mean, if it's attached to a building, it is a shelter, isn't it? It looks at it as self-standing, doesn't it? And it was described as a carport. So it's open-ended, no doors.
I think they're making good use of dead space.
Agreed.
It's taken a very, very poor area and made it look a lot better.
It hasn't been.
Very pretty garden.
Yes. And they've made it green and wildlife focused, so.
We want businesses to thrive in the village. It's
Yeah,
important.
absolutely.
I mean, I know Little Bean, it's not been applied in the name of Little Bean, but we don't know where it is. And I know it's highly thought of.
Mm.
And if it helps to provide a community facility, well, why not?
Yeah.
So proposal, please.
I propose we don't object.
Thank you. Seconded. Jeremy, all in favour and no objection? That's unanimous, thank you.
We'll get there in the end.
Retrospective, shame, but there we go. I'll let that pass. DC 260890, erection of a single storey side and rear extension at Broadmead in Newbridge Road. Erection of a single storey side and rear extension at Broadmead, Newbridge Road. These are the ones that are being sort of isolated by the rejig road, aren't they? Strange plots, aren't they?
Yeah, it's very much what's cut off there from the old Newbridge.
Indeed. So let's see a bit more of the detail.
That's the, you can see the small change there, the outbuildings changing to the proposed extension.
Got it. So it's just making it bigger
And
and
then slightly clearer. This is with the overlay.
Yeah.
On top of the dotted line, which is the current outbuildings.
so this shaded is the new.
Yes. It's going on. It's a bit hard to tell. There's like so much on one page here. You can see the difference between this and that. Most notably the bottom right.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
But if I go back, you can see it's garage, store, utility room. Behind this.
So,
They have a lot of space at the front
They do.
for gravel parking.
yeah, so car parking is obviously an issue because they're
Yeah.
taking the garage.
There's easily room probably out the front for 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But it is quite a significant extension.
It is.
It's going to be very near the next door house.
Yeah, when you look at it from street view, the neighbour's garage looks far closer than it does on the boundary plan.
With no representations.
No.
It is a very small community there, because I know somebody who lives there.
They'll
So
go.
I would imagine, people will know about this, and if they haven't objected, and there's a lot of land out the back, the gardens are really big, and there is a lot, like you say, there's a lot of room at the front for parking.
And there's no windows on that left elevation of the
In
extension.
fact, it seems to be all Velux, doesn't it?
Yeah,
On the new bit.
so consideration of that's been taken into account when designing.
Yes.
It's a simple thing.
Okay, apart from the significant increase in size, that's about 30% of the footprint now, isn't it? If you take 2 stories and that's one ground floor extension, it's about a third of the whole square meterage, isn't it? Cubic meterage. Okay, so we don't think parking's an issue, given that it's a garage that they are changing. Proposal?
Yeah, I propose we don't object.
Okay, second. All right, all in favour of no objection? That's unanimous, thank you. 260991 seeks the demolition of 2 number existing stable outbuildings and erection of a single-storey garden building at Palmer's Stud, West Chiltern. Demolition of 2 existing stable outbuildings and erection of a single-storey garden building at that address.
What's a
I
garden?
think they're going to make it into a pool table.
Pool table room.
Like a summer house type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, there was talking of pool, I thought, where's the swimming pool? Yeah, okay, thanks, Rachel. Big plot, big.
Yeah, it's big.
It's a big thing, mind you, but it's already there.
Yeah, so you previously seen applications for the house and for the outbuilding to the west. We're looking at the outbuilding to the north, which becomes slightly different orientation, but almost the same footprint.
Yeah, I've got, my note says it just seems extremely large. in their application, they talk about, well, no, the agents in treaty about the application said that it must conform to, quote, natural nature of use, they've stated. They've already said that they don't intend to make it into a dwelling, which of course everybody might think it might be.
Did you see the query?
Because of that, it has got plumbing, it's got that's probably a shower on the, quadrant shower in the corner, kitchen, sink unit. So it's got services, quite obviously. So
Yeah, but there's a games room.
yeah,
It's quite away from the house, isn't
yeah.
it?
So you need a shower if you've played pool, it's really strenuous. Okay, again, proposal please.
Doug, sorry, just
Yeah.
one question. Did we see the email from Nature Space about the query that was uploaded, I think it was yesterday, about the 4 buildings?
Oh, you're questioning the fact that on this plan, they were trying to work out why the change between.
Yeah, we've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on a separate application.
Yeah, it was.
They want to just reuse the plans.
Fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because we've already commented on the amount of roof panels on
Well, as long as I get an indication, I don't have a game. I'm fine. Right, well, nobody made a proposal, so I will. I'll propose that we don't object. Seconded? Fair? All in favour of no objection? That's unanimous, thank you. Which brings us to 26/099, the extension to existing sound school at Lee Place, the Stables, Blackgate Lane. Okay, it's pretty simple, isn't it? It's what it is now, and then another 100 feet, 30 metres of more exercise space. So, anybody got anything problematical about this?
No, it's negative, but does have better shape rather than being long and narrow.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would give much more freedom to do
circulate.
dressage and all the
Yeah,
rest of
indeed.
it.
Okay, well, again, I propose that we don't object.
Don't we do
Seconded,
that?
please, Marie, all in favour of no objection? Unanimous, thank you. I remember that coming to us in the very first place, nobody else here, my minute, but they asked to make it into a sense a few years back. 26/1055 seeks the erection of a single-storey rear and side extension at Copt Hall, Old Dairy, Oakhurst Lane. Erection of a single-storey rear and side extension. Strange shape. Size of them.
Yeah, maybe that's how to say that, but that's the area that's being applied for. And quite simply,
It is, isn't it? So it's increasing the numbers of. This is, oh, hang on, this is proposed ground floor, so you're now going to
so
have
that's existing.
3 bedrooms there. No, 4 bedrooms can be, right?
1, 2, 3 to 4.
Is this a single-storey building? Have we got another version?
Yeah, it's a single
Oh,
story.
there we go.
But is that the main house? Or is this, it
No,
doesn't appear to,
No, it's this area here just in front. So it's literally that single story building just in front of.
it does seem as if that's the main.
yeah, that's what I mean. But that doesn't strike me as a single story. But if you go along to the elevations, that doesn't align with the plan.
Yes, 4 windows on the west side. Single window on the east.
It's an old dairy.
Yes, and that is the elevation of that building.
But if you go back to the site plan a second. 1, 2, okay.
But I see what you're saying, I see what you're saying, Faye, that it's L-shaped,
Yeah,
indicated, and that it seems to be just an oblong.
yeah.
Oh no, there's the other. existing, right?
And then proposed.
And there's another,
That's the addition there.
Yeah.
So it's having a bedroom, but it's a decent sized site, right? So even if you have, more comings and goings, it's Zoco's Lane again. But it's a decent sized site, isn't it? Plenty of open ground. I don't know all those old buildings are, but maybe it could be a garage.
I do have two buildings to the north, which look like houses, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, well, does anybody want to make a proposal on this one?
I propose we don't object.
Seconded, Kate. All in favour of no objection? Kate, please.
I'm sorry.
Unanimous. 26/10/78, right, 6, the conversion of an existing garage, here we go again, into a habitable area, including the replacement of the garage door with window and installation of bifold doors, roof lights to the side elevation, all at 2 Fairlight Cottages, Knaps Lane, conversion of an existing garage into a habitable area. Is the crux of it.
did I read it right, that it's already been agreed at a previous?
Yes.
Okay, that's.
I've got a note that it's only an enhancement or possibly an alteration to a previously approved similar thing in 2022. How they've changed it, it's probably irrelevant.
Yeah, that's the
It's
existing.
just expired, hasn't it?
That is probably, yeah.
Given that it was previously agreed fairly recently, has to be said, 4 years ago, and they haven't sought to double it or add anything material to the capacity.
Straightforward.
It
No
would seem
objection.
pretty straightforward, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Proposal, please.
I propose we do not object.
And a seconder, please. Jeremy, all in favour of no objection? That's unanimous. DC 26/11/01 seeks the erection of a single-storey rear extension and a first floor side extension, infill single-storey front extension. Okay. So erection of a single-storey rear extension, a first floor side extension, and infill single-storey front extension. New extended pitched roof to the existing single-storey front element. Timber cladding to existing side and rear first floor internal alterations. All at 8 Bishopfield, Hazelwood Road, 5 Oaks. Well, there's a lot in there. Let's see what it looks like on the plan. It sounds as if there's an awful lot on there.
That's the location now on the end of that road. That's the site of its own. Moving to the next one. That's that roof line.
Yeah.
That's what's being added there. And showing again here the existing, moving into the proposed.
Do that again?
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And goodness knows what size house this was originally, but it's been added to. The roof, I mean, the
Complicated.
geometry of the roof.
Complicated.
Yes.
So many different pictures.
So how much bigger is this actually making? Go back to existing, Richard, please. Right, it's not a big deal actually, is it? And again, back. Just kind of, moving out the walls a little bit, isn't it? Which is pretty much what it says here.
I didn't get a chance to look at the location of Wood Road. Does anyone know where that is?
It's, so as you're coming through 5 Oaks, there's a turning on the left
Yes.
before you get to the mini roundabout.
Yes.
In there around the bottom. It's very crowded.
It is.
Very crowded.
But to me, it was once council.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know if they are, but it's been filled. You know, the houses have been filled.
Yeah.
They do appear to have a parking area in front of the house. But whether that's both for them or for next doors, I don't know, but it's going to make it very tight around there if they introduce another car, so. But are they doing a
Well, this doesn't-
bedroom?
this
It's
doesn't-
just expanding the house, so,
Footprint, the
you
footprint.
know, I don't think the parking will come into it, if it's not increasing the bedroom space. Yeah, just filling out to the edges, aren't they?
The David was here, I think he'd be
It's not.
because it looks such a mishmash, doesn't it? But, well, okay, I mean, it is what it is. What have we got? It is not adding hugely to the footprint, somewhat. It is not seeking to add a bedroom, therefore it's not seeking to accommodate more people, just more conveniently living in the living area.
Mm.
On that basis, I propose we don't object. Seconded Marie, all in favour of no objection in that case? That's unanimous, thank you. 261156 seeks the erection of a single-storey side extension. Let's have a change of record.
Yes, everybody's making a matter,
Yeah, aren't they? Not just a real one.
but it's probably much cheaper to add on than to move house and.
Who's moving at the moment?
No.
Anyway, erection at this 1156 seeks the erection of a single-storey side extension and rear extension and partial first-floor rear extension with the formation of a terrace and replacement of first-floor rear window with door. So single-storey side and rear and partial first-floor rear extensions to Arran Way, Lordings Road, which would suggest that it's a fair-sized site. And there it is. Yeah, it's not a small site. That's what it is.
That's the existing.
That's quite modest, isn't it?
And then the proposed.
The Lordings Road, this must be one of the old agricultural
Yeah.
dwellings. Go back to the existing, please. Okay, what is it? A three-bed at the moment. Yes, 1, 2, 3, I'm on through upstairs, yeah. It's quite compact, isn't it? And what we want is to increase the ground floor, which of course is what they say on 2 sides, and add another bedroom. Is that it? Pretty much. And a little sort of a balcony thing.
James, on a plot that size, it's going to be lost anyway, isn't it?
Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't you? Okay. Right. Anybody got anything they want to say about this? No? Proposal then, please.
I propose we do not object.
Thank you. I second it, please. It's Marie. I just saw Marie, but Mr. Parish. So all in favour of no objection? That's unanimous. Thank you. Bringing us to the extras. 2 we will have seen, starting with DC 1068. Remind me, Richard, I don't think I've got it. Oh, is that? I've got it here. It seeks the erection of a three-bay garage with first floor.
No, you're on the wrong one.
Sorry. Wait.
60.
So I've done it
Oh,
in 665 and then 1066.
Well, you see,
I've jumped around.
you did. You set the agenda, and here it is, in order.
Can't get started now.
So, they want to erect a 3-storey garage with a first floor storage at 4 Firs, Kilnbrook Farm, and Lordings Road. He wants to put his cars in here, doesn't he?
Hmm.
Okay.
Small building in the middle there.
Mhm.
There it is, there's this three-bay parking thing with a kind of chauffeur's bit at the top, yeah?
plans and then you've got the elevations.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very
very
nice.
nice.
Nice little.
If I had 3 plastic cars, I would want to do that.
You've got one.
They're
Right.
replacing sort of like for like, really, aren't they, space-wise?
Yes,
They
same
do.
footprint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they take the roof off and.
And the only hesitation we do have is, of course, that the upstairs, there's no mention of it being habitable, it just says storage. But clearly it could be,
It could be.
Enough
There
space.
doesn't appear to be any utilities there, though, does there?
but at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
But that's not part of the application, what we need to do with it afterwards. This is the garage, basically, isn't it? It's with a storage area. All these classic carpets and bobs upstairs. Many assumptions amongst all that lot, but anyway, on the face of it, I don't see any problem with it at all, so I propose we don't object. A seconder, please. Kate, thank you. So all in favour of no objection? It's actually unanimous, thank you. I'm going to take 261070 next because it's written down. It seeks external alterations to create a ground floor link between the 2 care home buildings and infilling of an existing porch. Internal alterations to create 2 additional bedrooms. And additional ensuite bathrooms, all at Dermot Lodge, West Street. We're very familiar with Dermot Lodge, of course. They want to change the externals to create a ground floor link between 2 of the buildings and put 2 new bedrooms with en-suites in, basically, that's what it comes down to. It's a massive site. I think the stats I read was it's going to add, now they've got 69 beds now and it's going to go up to 71, so
Yeah, well, nothing, yeah.
it's really not really going to make quite a difference.
That's the current ground floor.
Where was the
I didn't
link?
realise that was so big.
Yeah.
Demolish that, put that in and then, yes, there's a link.
But to get
Yeah.
the convenience of getting from one
Exactly, so
building
now
to the
you'll be able to
next
walk all the way through the whole site.
Yes.
Undercover, which of course is
seems sensible.
Yeah, fun job.
Don't want to leave them out in the
Especially
rain, do we?
most people have mobility problems, and, on the face of it, it seems like a perfectly sensible idea. And I think, if it provides 2 more care spaces in a well thought of place, I think we should be all for it. So on the basis of that, I will propose we don't object. Seconder, please, Kate again, and all in favour of no objection. That's unanimous. Bringing us to the last, or the newer one, which is 260665, conversion of a garage into a habitable living space at 33 Saddlers Close. Talk us through this one, Richard, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, it's another adapt rather than move, I think, but we're here in Santos Close off of Forge Way. Yeah, so we said Forge
Yeah,
Way.
sorry, yeah.
Looking at 33 here in the middle.
Right.
And it's a very simple plan, just to brick up the garage door and put a side entrance on. So we're changing from that look to that.
So as usual, what are they going to do with the parking space? And is there room for
We
parking
had a
now?
quick look at Google before the meeting, and there is very limited space around there.
All this is doing is, well, it's just taking away a garage.
Yeah.
That's it. It's giving them more habitable space. It's not necessarily adding to the number of occupants or the number of cars.
Not many people use it.
Well, we, of course, we don't know that.
No, we don't.
We don't, but of course, yeah, it's normal. It's a difficult one because we've objected powerfully to some of these, small sites, but those have sought to add far more than just taking a garage away, which is what this one is seeking to do. From that, I wouldn't say it was completely clear cut. It is taking away a parking space. We have no idea about scale. I mean, what size is the garage? What age is the property?
Scale of the garage, 2.72 metres wide, so it's not a great amount of.
So that's what, that's less than 10 feet wide.
By
But,
5.2 long.
5.2, which is 3, about 20 feet in that. Good length. Crikey, it's a good size. You get 2 cars in that. No,
No,
certainly get
no.
one.
We get one big one.
Is this the front of the garage?
And no, the front's actually
Absolutely. So what's the wall then?
I think actually adjoining past the wall.
That.
Right, what we got, so that's the front elevation there,
Right, so it's got a garage door.
garage in that way. I think that therefore is the party wall
Oh, so.
on that side,
Okay.
the 32.
Right.
So we're looking at this bit here, to be converted.
Or half of it.
Yes.
It looks as though it goes into their side.
No, it's
No,
actually.
it's probably a
no.
party garage.
Yeah.
The properties are joined by the garages.
Mm.
That's probably explains why we've got a door. Yeah, so that'd be the fence at the back garden. So.
Right. Gosh, okay. Well, I don't know.
I think
The-
looking at that,
So there's no
one, if
window?
you just, sorry, if you go back, sorry, Richard,
Back to the,
the one where we can, that one. And it's the second house in, isn't it?
yes,
So you've got an inlet there for a car, and they'd have room in the front garden, people.
It's not that big.
No,
It's
God.
probably about 4 foot,
It's
5
not,
foot.
it's not enough room.
No.
Okay.
There might be in the bit before the garage, but there's definitely not in the front of the house.
Yeah,
And there's no pathways around that estate, no pedestrian pathways.
Is that a 3-bedroom property or 2?
I don't know, it's not been part of the application.
Imagine it's 3.
And is there a window on the back?
We've got a new.
Yeah, they're putting a window on the front.
But the new one in
On
front.
the front?
Got to say, I'm not terribly enthusiastic.
Well, on the
about
proposed
this one.
garage plan, that's not showing a window, that's showing a door.
So we've got a new window going in at the front elevation there, but they haven't shown it on the plan. But they've shown it on the elevation here.
That's not,
And then it's not very plan. And then this cross section here is showing a door at the rear, which is unchanged. And a new door to the north side of the building there. Changing from there.
So they can get access to it.
Yeah.
yeah, that front elevation should show that window.
Yeah.
Should.
You should, yeah.
Can't come on that. But it wasn't there.
Different than an architect listed.
It makes me uncomfortable when we've already turned down
Indeed.
garage
That's where I'm coming from on this one.
conversions.
I'm not
Because
happy
this-
about the size of the site. That it's a sizable garage, we've established that. It's not very wide, but it's a decent sized garage. And it would be logical. It's not that anybody could say it's too small to put a car in, because it isn't.
No.
Which they could do. Say, well, it's useless as a garage, so we want to use it for something else. No, it is a serviceable garage. What does everybody think on this?
Tricky one.
I think it is all around the car parking, isn't it? I think it's access and, you know, if they're going to be parking out on the road, if there's, it's going to cause problems. We don't know that from They might not even have a
No,
park.
we're getting ahead of the agenda, but we're going to come up against one in a moment, which is very explicit. And I think there are certainly a lot of echoes between this one and the one which we'll get to shortly, which was a similar application. Okay, does anybody want to make a proposal?
I propose that we object on the grounds of parking in that particular post. Inadequate parking in that post.
Now, I've got to be very careful about this. Is that enough reasons to object? They'll say, we don't own a car, we don't have a car, we don't need one.
It needs to be linked to planning, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does. So it's got to be overdevelopment or it's unsuitable conversion because of the size of the site would indicate that the garage should be used for parking cars, and that's going to be denied.
Agreed. I propose we object on that basis.
Okay, well, I'll second that. We got that, Rich.
Yeah, unsuitable conversion of the small plot and overdevelopment to cause an increase in street parking.
All in favour of that? Objection, please. And it's unanimous. Very good. Here ended the planning applications. And we move to item 8, which is to consider any licensing applications.
No, none received.
None received. In which case, item 9, to consider any nominations for street naming. Richard?
Yes, Councillor Leonard. Councillor Leonard, isn't it? Yes,
Councillor Day.
that's the one.
Councillor
Apologies.
Day wrote to me, not stealing your thunder, Richard, but he wrote to me suggesting that Barry Barnes's name should be considered as a street name. And my thoughts first were that we had already put his name on the list.
We have.
Have we?
It was Patrick Burke.
It was Patrick Perch we last put on.
It was prior to that, wasn't it?
I thought Barry was before that.
I
Yeah.
thought he got the room named after him.
Okay.
But needless to say, we would like him on.
Yeah.
We would indeed. If his name is not already on the list, then we
We
would
have to be on it, yes.
recommend that he's added. It'll take its turn, as Richard rightly points out, other people's names who are equally deserving are already there on the list, and it's top of the list first, basically, isn't it?
That's it's getting quite a long list.
Is it?
Is
Yeah. Well, Barry has been commemorated elsewhere, but ultimately,
We've got a lot of new developments in this.
Yes.
you're dead right there. Give us plenty of opportunity. don't we?
One is on my list.
Do you need a proposal for that?
If you wouldn't mind.
Right, well, I propose that we would like to add Barry Barnes's name to the list of street names. A second, please. Jeremy, all in favour of that proposal? Thank you, unanimous. I did write to Philip in much less pain, so I thought this would be wasn't probably actually. Does anybody not know Barry? Marie, let's just fill you in a little bit. Barry Barnes was one of these doyens of a village. He was a councillor for 60 years, if I'm not mistaken. Probably 60 more, I think, 62 years or something. Unbelievable. Heavily involved in the Lions,
Yes,
all
right, yeah.
manner of other stuff.
And
He
the
really
bookshop.
was one of these eternals in a village, and richly deserved. He was a very, very, very nice gentleman.
Lovely, yes.
Okay, so item 10 is to note reports thus, which Richard will take us through.
Not a lot in Appendix A, mostly everything in line. I'll draw your attention to DC 0819.
Yes.
The erection of a park first floor side and front extension, single story rear extension conversion of garage into habitable living space in a new and altered fenestration, which we objected to in July and subsequently refused on the same grounds that we objected to.
Which was a triumph. I don't know why we're always surprised if we get a match like this, but
It might be through
it does seem a bit of a rarity these days, I've got to say. But I think we'd have been aghast if that one had not been refused. Agreed? Yeah. However, just relating to the last one, which we voted to object to, there are differences, but let me just read the extract of the results from HDC. At the Planning and Environment Committee on the 7th of July, the committee resolved to an objection to the application as the increase of a 3-bed to 4-bed, including the conversion of the garage to habitable space, will increase the potential number of occupants while simultaneously reduce the parking capacity. We disagree with the applicant's statement that parking is not compromised as the existing front amenity space already accommodates 2 or more vehicles. It goes on, but that's the nub of it. So part of our objection is already contained within that, that the conversion of a garage to habitable space will increase the potential number will simultaneously reduce the parking capacity. So I think we've been consistent. Anything else to raise on Appendix A?
Nothing more on Appendix A. Q401 from Section 106.
Lighten the board and Richard, picking out a nice one.
On Appendix B, yeah, not a lot there. So the new appeal is just arguing over small details. It's not that they're going to go and change anything immensely. That's just how they go about it and the provisions that we put in place.
Right. So it's procedural.
Yes, yeah, nothing to get excited about. And then Kingsfold Lodge on Marrowdean Road has been dismissed, so that's one fewer houses on Marrowdean Road.
But they appeal because no decision was made.
I think that was a yes for non-determination, yes. Was that a non-determination? Kingsfold Close was a non-determination. Kingsfold Lodge. I can double check that one for you.
Okay, Appendix C.
Just the standard, nothing great excitement.
Repeats, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah, 3 new enforcement notices. Breach of working hours. Well, I've just noticed actually that I think there's breach of working hours.
A bit dodgy.
But also no dust suppression.
Yes,
on
I was
site.
just thinking dust.
And then 5 Lawrence and News is quite an entertaining one that someone seems to have complained about the erection of 2 pergolas in a rear garden with an outside pizza oven and associated chimney.
The chimney. Okay.
Yes, I love the
Very
detail of that one. Yes.
You've got a pizza? How dare
It
they?
must be considerable pizza oven to require.
Except the procession of Deliveroo blokes turning up.
Well, I think that would take us back to our licensing, but yes. And so no, not much else on there. The other one has been closed off.
Other delivery firms aren't there. Right, so, thank you for that, Richard.
We don't have delivery here, do we?
We have Just Eat. You see somebody, yeah, I've never used it, but it does exist. Oh yes, there's people flying about and dodgy looking electric this and that with, insulated bags on the back. Probably don't go as far as that.
No.
That was invented by a woman in America, wasn't it? Those heating vents.
Was it? Yeah, made of wood.
Made them absolutely.
Yeah. So, nothing else to say, Richard, on item 10?
Sadly not. There was one closed on. Oh, that's the King said that's because they received the application instead, which I can confirm since the printing of the agenda has been refused.
What, the signage?
Signage outside the King's.
Oh. And you see, we had a little bit of a debate about that, didn't we? So it wasn't in keeping, and it wasn't, it's a conservation area, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, oh.
Yeah, that's all from the notes.
Okay, smashing. Which brings us to the date of the next meeting, which is currently set for the 1st of September at 1900.
Christmas before we know it. won't it?
That's around the beard.
So that brings the meeting to a close at 19:50. Thank you.
Take my little one.